this video, we're going to talk about Objective 5, evaluating functions. So in order to get these questions on the content assessment, you basically need to understand two main things. First, understanding what function notation means and how to use it. And second, how to plug numbers in and use the correct order of operations to simplify. So if you look, this example here, they give us a function if f of x equals 2x plus 1. Let's do this real quick. Then what is f of 2? F parentheses 2. And then look at the work below. So I have f of 2 equals 2 parentheses 2 plus 1, and then simplifying. So basically what's happened is if we want to find f of 2, we take 2 and we replace x with that number and work it out. And at the end, 5 was my answer, so I say f parentheses 2 equals 5. This is also what it means. On the graph, I would get this point, 2, 5. 2 is my x, 5 is my y, my output. That's how it works. You plug a number into a function, you get out something. So let's do some practice. Let's do some examples. So we're given the function, and we're going to find f of 12. So I'm going to take 12, replace x with 12, and simplify. 12 over 6 means 12 divided by 6, which is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. So f of 12 equals 0. That also means the point 12, 0 would be on my graph. Okay, next, given the function f of x equals x squared plus 4, what is f of negative 3? We're going to take negative 3 and we're going to replace x with negative 3. Now I need to be careful whenever I square something, because if I'm going to square negative 3, I need to include that negative as part of my process. Now to square something is to take a number and multiply it by itself 2 times. Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. So this is 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4 is 13. So f of negative 3 equals 13. Or that also means on my graph, I would see the point negative 3, 13. So if at any point you want to pause the video and see if you can do the next problem, please do that. I'm just going to keep doing these last two examples. So I've got my function, 2x squared minus 3x, and they want me to find f of negative 2. Now in this particular case, I see x twice. So I'm going to replace x everywhere I see it with negative 2. Now I'm going to put it in parentheses because I need to be careful with my square, my power of 2. Oops. It's minus 3 and then negative 2. Place x there. So my order of operations, don't forget this. Order of operations, you do exponents first before you do multiplication. So negative 2 squared, this part, negative 2 squared is positive 4. Now I'm going to do my multiplication. 2 times 4 is 8. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6. So 8 plus 6 is 14. Or f of negative 2 equals 14. And I would see the point 2, 14 on the graph. Negative 2 is my x, 14 is my y. Last one. Because this is all you're doing with these questions. You're given a function, they want you to find the function with a certain x as the actual number. So you just take this number that's in the parentheses and plug it in and work it out. That's all you're doing. So 3/5 minus 1. So that I can subtract this here, I'm going to turn 1, oops, I'm going to turn 1 into 5/5 so that I have the same denominator and I can actually subtract these fractions. 3/5 minus 5/5 is negative 2/5 because 3 minus 5 is negative 2, and you keep the denominator the same. So that means f of 3 is negative 2/5, or I could see the point 3, negative 2/5 on my graph. These two things, or these two ways to represent your answer, same thing, mean the same thing. Okay? So that's how you evaluate functions.